Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. This was supposed to happen last night, but I got caught up with a podcast recording, and then my voice was kind of getting a little shot. So I'm here now. It's late, it's a Wednesday. Um, and the other night I did a random stream because I found that box of posters as I was trying to organize the movie area, the movie room and storage and all that stuff. And it was folded posters I found, my collection of folded one-sheet movie posters. And I showcased them with you guys. It brought back a lot of memories and nostalgia because I hadn't gone through that box in quite a while. And as stressful as the show was, if you guys haven't seen it, you can go back. That's kind of part one of what I'm going to do here. As stressful as what that was, trying to fold those suckers back up, it actually went really well, and it was fun as hell. So it helped me bring back a lot of nostalgia. When you see things from your collection, you just forget you have. I don't know if anybody else runs into that problem. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my collection is just way too freaking large. Maybe that's what it is. So it seemed like you guys had a fun time with it. I got a lot of comments on that video. People seem to like it. People messaging me in DMs on Instagram, asking me about posters. People DMing me on Facebook. So if you guys aren't following my Facebook page at Born to Be Rad, definitely go over there as well. So there's like a little community over there on that page. People messaging me about it and asking me questions about, do I have this? Do I have that? And, a lot of my answers were, I don't know. I don't remember. I've been collecting posters for about as long as I've been collecting movies, kind of, not as strong, but here and there throughout the years. And there's only so much poster space. And that's the biggest issue I have with the posters. I love them, but there's only so much wall space to be had. So sometimes things get into rotation. Sometimes I get forgot about. Sometimes they stay stored away. I mean, it's like the Wild West with the poster situation. It really is. But that video was so fun to showcase those, and you guys seem to enjoy it. I had great feedback on it. I have about, holy mackerel, dude, I probably have about 20 tubes in my storage area full of posters. Some tubes have one poster in it, some have two. Some tubes have about 10 posters inside it. I don't know how I'm organizing these things. And I know a couple people said, oh, you should get the folders. There's binders. Yeah, I have those. I have 3. They're full. So yes, I need more. But they're expensive. Those are like almost $200 for those binders. So if anybody out there wants to get me a binder for $200, just kidding. I'm going to eventually try to get some binders so I can put some of these posters in there. So after doing the show, I went back there and I saw a couple binders that said one sheets. And when I opened them, not a binder, it's a couple tubes. They're big tubes. And when I opened them, I saw like a lot of posters in there. So I brought 3 to the table tonight, which means if you guys like this, there's so much room for more because I have about 20 tubes back there. Now, what's in each one? I don't know. And what's in these 3? I don't know. There could be, each one looked like they had multiple posters inside. So again, it'll be a mystery to me as it is to you to what's in there. I might be like, oh yeah, I remember I had this. Oh my God, I forgot I had this, because I'm trying to find that special one, that 27 by 41 one sheet that's going to go into that main frame where the Karate Kid poster is right now and be there through the fall. So I want it to have some kind of horror vibe to it. So what did we pull out? We pulled out some last time and we were like, oh, this could be a good one. There's a couple that we pulled out last time and they were on like the maybe list of ones I wanted to put out there. Oh, the Dawn of the Dead was one. But then I said, I already have a Dawn of the Dead over there in that room. So there's 3 tubes here. Each of them have multiple posters in there. Let's go through them together. I guarantee I'm going to have posters all over the floor here because I don't know if I'm going to be able to roll them all. Because like I said, I am kind of weird with this. Like there's a lot of posters in there to save space. So I'll have to just leave them on the ground, deal with them later. But it'll be fun to do it with you guys. So before I jump into that, if you are here, say what's up. I'm going to get through some of the early bird chatters now. And we'll get this thing started. So let's see what I got here. Let's see who is in the house. All right, people are pouring in. This is awesome. It's late. I know this. But I honestly, after work, I passed out on the couch. And I'm lucky I woke up when I did. I woke up and I went, "Oh my god, what time is it?" And then I looked and I went on YouTube really quick to like set this up, and then I saw like there was so many people live, so I was like, "Okay, I can't do it now." So then I ran and worked out for like 35 minutes, and now I'm here. So um, I apologize if it's a little bit late. 304 horror, what's going on? A-Dub in the house. Yeah, buddy, let's get it. Can't wait for more posters. And my day on a high note, man. Thank you. I hope I can do that for you guys. If this is a high note for you guys, then I'm winning right now. Ryan, what's up, man? 304 says popcorn check, drink check, thumbs up check, ready check. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Make sure to hit that like button. Also, too, like after my last video, people were like, "Oh, I gave you hype points." And I thought it was just someone being funny. And then when I saw that on multiple comments, I'm like, what the is this an inside joke I'm missing out on? What is going on here? So then I like did some research and I found out that YouTube's doing something now where like if you hit a like button, it's going to ask you if you want to add hype points. Now, I don't know what that does for you guys. Like, does it do anything to you guys? But if that's like a new thing, it said something like add hype points to expose this creator to new audiences. Well, if that's the case, I want you guys to do that on all my videos. If you see this and it says, add these points to get this creator out to more like-minded people, please hit the damn hype points. If these things are charging you money to do it, don't do that. I don't know what they are, but if it doesn't charge you anything and it's just going to benefit more people getting their eyes on the channel, I appreciate it. Please hit the damn hype points, whatever that means. Hype it up, baby. You want to get hype? You got to stay hype. William Cinema's in the house. What's up, man? Perry fans in the house. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hype points. Hype points. Boom. Robert actually says he likes when I do late night shows because I can't sleep. I appreciate that, man. I don't know if it works for me or against me because, a lot of people on the East Coast are in bed, but then it really hits up people from the West and maybe other countries or something. I've noticed when I do go on a little earlier, more people do show up. But with my crazy schedule, this actually kind of works the best for me. And people just catch it on the replay because, there's a lot of times that I don't get out of here. I don't get home until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So sometimes it's just the best case scenario for me. And I've become so used to it that even when I get out, like I got out of work around like 6:30 today. So even when I get out a little early, like I'm just so used to coming on late. And then there's other people. There's a lot of other content creators that go around 9 and 10. So, I don't want to interrupt what they're doing. So I don't know. I'm a respectful guy. What can I say? Met Movie one of the OGs in the YouTube space. What's up, Brendan? Glad you're here. I'll take my mind off the dude. Yeah, it's crazy, man. If I am your light, I appreciate that. There he is. Okay, so let me tell you about this. Chewy Gringo reached out to me and said that he was having issues with the notifications on my videos because he said he was missing them. He had to kind of unsub and then sub or something if the notification button wasn't working. So if anybody's having that problem, I guess that's the easy solution. But yeah, I had no idea that there was any issue. Maybe there isn't, but he came to me with some screenshots and there was an issue for him. So if anybody tries to hit the notification button and it doesn't let you, like it says like default mode or something weird like that, try to unsub and then resub and then hit it. Because I know a lot of people have reached out to me in the past and said, "Hey man, I never get notified when you go live or you drop a video." And I really don't have an answer for them, So definitely do that. Make sure you hit that notification bell and then make sure you hit activate all or something. I think it says on it. But thanks for being here, man. I'm assuming it's working now. Look at this. Perry's working double Dubski. I hope I can keep you entertained, my friend. Let me see. Johnny Waxmax. Yo, buddy. Nice game, bud. I'm also a streamer, but I would like us to be friends. Wow. Play together sometimes. I don't do games, man. I talk movies. I'd love to do games. I hear that the new Halloween game is going to be kind of like Friday 13th. That new Halloween game, I got to find more about that because that might be a reason that I upgrade my PlayStation 4 to a 5 if that's the only way I can play it, because I was obsessed with the the Halloween game. Oh my god, it's late. The Friday 13th game. So I don't know. It was so much fun, man. I miss those times. I'm one of those people that like I want to be a gamer because I feel like when I did do the Friday 13th, that was the last game I was really into, and it was just so relaxing for me. Sit on the couch, just kind of veg out, headset on, playing with some friends. It was so chill. I miss that. But then I think about it and I'm like, well, when the hell would I have time to do it? Because if I'm going to do that, then I'm not going to do these. So it's tough, guys. It's really tough. Adrian, what's up, man? How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Brody. Oh, sorry, did I skip some people? Robert, what is up? Robert Knight 90. Hey man, love the hoodie. What's up, Vince? Thanks, man. Check this out. If you guys like this hoodie, look at this. This thing, it's so super comfortable. It's like lightweight, baggy. Dude, you're never gonna believe this. Walmart. Check this out. Walmart. I just got it like probably a week ago. Look at this thing. I love this thing. I love it. So check your Walmarts. They're coming in strong with some of this new stuff. Yeah, I really like it. It's not like a typical like hoodie material. It's a very loose kind of like light fit. I love this hoodie. Let me see. Brode Vanderhoff's in the house. What's up? Blu-ray Attic is here. Twisted Trucker is here. Fight the Good Fight is here. That's awesome, man. I'm working on that now. If you follow me on Instagram at Born to Be Rad, I'll start posting a little bit more Halloween decor that I'm going to try to do in these two rooms here. Nothing crazy, but just little bit of stuff to just get a little festive. My man Eli, what's up, brother? See, he hyped the video. Hey, thanks, guys. I don't know what that does, but if it's a way to get the rad universe stronger than it is, I'll take it. I hung up my Creep Show poster today for Halloween season. Dude, I have that one. Is that the green one? I'm pretty positive I have that. I have that and part 2, which is like pink. But then I had those up and I loved them. They really popped. And wait, I'm pretty sure. No, Mark did. Wait. Creep Show. I don't think that was that Mark. I think it was Mark. It was green, right? Let me know. And then the part 2 is pink, and it's got the skeleton on it. It's really awesome, right? I had those up for a while, and then I got these like very limited Alex Arizmendi's Creep Show 1 and 2 posters that are like probably my 2 favorite prints in my collection, and then I swapped them out. So it sucks because I'm pretty sure it was Mark's, but those were up for a long time. And then when I got these ones, I flipped them out. So unfortunately, I love those, but they've been sitting in a binder forever because the other ones I got were just so freaking badass. You only get so many, dude. I wish you might not all agree with me, but I wish there was an extra 5 hours a day. I 100% do. I would take a 30-hour day. I really would. Let me see. What up, Scratch? We going tubing, baby. Oh, look at Dead Pit Radio. Go check out Dead Pit, my co-host for the Anchor Bay Archives podcast. He's going to give the like button a little shower. All right. Don't forget to slash like button and sub to this amazing channel. Yeah, guys, we are. Let me see. Where am I? I think we're about maybe 40 subs away from 13,000, I think. So if you're not subbed to the channel, definitely do that for me. And again, hit those hype buttons to maybe get more people over here to check out the content if they like this stuff. So yeah, that'd be great if you guys aren't subbed to sub over. All right. I should probably get to the posters, right? Because I'm not sure how many I have here. Oh, I was a Twitch bot. I don't know anything about Twitch, man. I don't know anything about Twitch. What's up, Steven? Let me see. I'm behind. Oh, Huck. What the Huck? Huck's in the house. Cheers to royal radness. You're going to give me the royal treatment right now? I'll take it, baby. Nah, Huck's the man. Go check out Huck at Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate that. What? There's a new HorrorCon in Danvers? What is it called? I'm going to check it out. I'll be at Silver Scream this weekend. So if anybody's going to Silver Scream Con this weekend, if you see me, come say what's up. Because like I said, you'll know me before I know you. So please don't hesitate to come up and say what's up. We'll do picture if you want to. I will be strolling around Silver Scream this weekend. So definitely, if you guys see me, do not hesitate to come up and say what's up. After hours. Thanks, man. Mothman Media, do you have any horror collecting vices besides physical media? Yes. Unfortunately, a lot. And I've tried to knock it down a little bit. So physical media is my number one, obviously. Figures, yes. I've tried to slow down on the figures. I used to get everything like NECA and all that stuff. I used to collect a lot of wrestling figures. I was even kind of doing Funko Pops. Not really. Like I would get my favorites, like I've got the Lost Boys ones. So here's what happened. My collecting issues I have is it's hard for me to just have one of something. Like once I open the door, it's hard for me to close it. And that's always been an issue for me. It's a weird collector's mindset that I have. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I did it as a kid. I got one He-Man figure with Skeletor. I fell in love with it. I needed all of them. Then I started collecting more He-Man figures. Then I needed the bases. Then I needed the castles. Then I needed the vehicles, right? Then, I'd go to McDonald's and I would collect, or I would get a Happy Meal and it would be Muppet Baby Kermit. And then I had to go back and get Fozzie. And then it's like, it just wouldn't stop. It was no matter what it was that I was getting into or I wanted to complete it, or I wanted it to so close to completion. It's been a huge issue. Baseball cards. I was a huge card collector. I would go to card shows. I would do this. I needed all the Ken Griffey Jr. cards. Like I have a full book of Ken Griffey Jr. cards from probably 1989. And then I stopped collecting cards maybe around like 93 or something like that. So between those periods of time, I think I had like almost every Griffey card that was here in the States. So again, it's the same thing. So I did the NECA thing for a while. And then I remember the Funko Pops were a big thing. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't know what those are. Like, I'm not doing that. And then I see more people talking about it, more people getting it. My friends are getting involved. They're starting to put out obscure toys. They even did like a Black Phillip from The Witch. Like they were doing so many different ones. And you go to a convention, people are going nuts for them. They're going up in value. They're in hard containers. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like catching on here. And I said, I'm not doing any of this. I said, listen, I will buy a Funko Pop if they do the Lost Boys, because the Lost Boys is one of those franchises that never gets love. So when any time there's a Lost Boys thing out, I will jump on it. The problem is that the door opened with the Lost Boys. I got all of them. I got the variants, the exclusives, the whole set. And then once I had it, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just start getting like just the main horror guys. So then I got Jason, Myers, Chucky, Freddy, right? And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just get like my favorite movies. So then I got some Back to the Future ones. Then they did a Teen Wolf one, which I grabbed. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, they're doing a Breakfast Club. This is insane. So I got those. Oh my God, they're doing Fast Roger Ridgemont High. I'll get those. It just started going. And then eventually I just kind of like said, I can't. So I stopped. So, I mean, I have some. I don't have a ton, but I mean, I probably have about 50, maybe. So I started that for a while, but I put a stop to that. All the NECA cloth figures I bought, I have all of those. I'm pretty much probably still caught up, at least for the early ones that came in like the blister card. wrestling figures. I was collecting those as a kid. I collected those as an adult, and they just became most of my collection. Like I'm looking right now, I must have hundreds of wrestling figures in packages. So then I started to be like, I can't have all these. So I started to sell off all the modern guys. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep people that were like from the Attitude Era and earlier. So that's what I have now is I have a lot of like wrestling figures, but it's all like it's the old figures, but also a lot of the new stuff, but the older guys. But since probably the last 2 years, I haven't bought a wrestling figure at all. So like that's kind of now gone. Like I'm not doing the wrestling thing anymore. But now I'm doing a little bit less on the NECA. I'll get a couple like big ones when they come out, the Ultimates and stuff. But I'm also now going after the old school movie Maniacs from McFarlane, which were ones that was like the first big horror line before NECA hit. And I remember being a younger kid and seeing these at Suncoast and KB Toys and wanting them because they were so cool. But they were kind of expensive back then. I wasn't really doing the figure thing back then. So I never picked them up. But now, after getting a couple, I was like, shit, like these are sweet. Like these were so ahead of their time. They were part of a different era. It really brings me back to like when I was really starting to get hardcore into horror collecting with like physical media and stuff. So I ended up starting to try to get a lot of those McFarlane movie Maniacs. So again, that door's kind of opened and I'm trying not to throw it open. I'm trying to kind of ease into it a little bit, not go crazy. But yes, to your answer, I have a collecting issue, but I've tried to back it up. Like I was doing vinyls, horror soundtracks. I was buying tons. I stopped. So I must have maybe like 100 horror movie vinyl soundtracks, like unopened. Waxwork Records ones, like all of those, the Elm Streets, the Friday the 13th. I was getting all of them, but then I wasn't listening to them. So they just sat there on a shelf in like unopened. So I just put a stop to it. I'm like, I can't do any more vinyls. It's useless. It's waste. They're expensive. I'm not even doing anything with them. So I stopped on that. Posters, I still collect as well. I was doing a lot of modern posters too, because like I had a friend that was working at a theater and they were getting me a lot of the new stuff that was coming out for free. So I was like, it was money, but they're not getting many posters at that theater anymore. Everything's going digital. So like I haven't got a poster from a theater in a long ass time. Which sucks. I mean, you know, I could reach out and be like, is there anything, you know, I hate being a hound about that stuff because they were doing me a favor. But they're not doing many paper posters anymore at that theater. So that kind of went a little bit off as far as me not getting them anymore. But I do, like, if you look at my eBay stuff right now, I have figures in there. I have DVDs in there, VHS tapes, posters. It's funny because I have, like, if you looked at my eBay saved list, a watch list, there's no Blu-rays and no 4Ks in there. It's all like retro stuff. But long-winded answer, guys. Thanks for hanging out here and and listening to my story. The Creep Show is like a blue. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I have a nice one. I thought Mark did it, but I guess not. Sure are, man. If you guys like Creep Show, I've got a Creep Show video that's done. I just gotta drop it. Probably this week. 100%. It's funny you say that. I haven't watched it. I bought season 1 and 2 when it first came out with the intention of watching it. And I think they're still sealed. And I just saw they came out with that cool box set because the show got canceled. So I purchased the box set. So I have, I think, an unopened season 1 and 2, which I could probably either sell at the auction that we're going to have in October, maybe use as a giveaway or something. But I need to get rid of them because I just picked up that box set. Look at this. Carlos, Gary, you last posted me pull out all of my one sheets and Australian Devils. That is so funny, man. As somebody said to me earlier, like, I love your channel and I love watching your stuff. And you introduced me to a lot of movies and a lot of physical media that I don't have. But the problem I have with your channel is every time I watch it, I end up buying something. And as so much of a compliment as that is, I feel bad because I'm like, no, I don't watch you to watch my channel and feel like you have to spend money. But I I appreciate that you're watching, and I appreciate that I'm introducing you to things that you did not have or did not know about, because that's what got me into watching physical media and movie related YouTube. Back in the day, Wet Movie 1 was one, Dead Pit was another one, Pizow was another one, Cool Duder was another one, um, Endurance Productions was another one, Barry. Like, these were people that I was watching when I was a collector still. I was living in my condo, I was a collector, and I was listening to podcasts, watching YouTube, collecting things, getting ideas from these creators on things I should get or I didn't have or I didn't know about. And that's how I really got here. So for me now to return the favor is awesome, because that's what made me fall in love with this. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So now it's my turn to kind of play the same game. So as much as I like to keep you guys updated on news and, hey, this is out and I like it, I don't like it, check out what's coming up. Like, I love doing that stuff, but I also really enjoy going backwards and showcasing, like, hey, here's my favorite thing is like, hey, let's do 10 overlooked movies in this category. If you like this category, check it out. Sometimes I'll throw something up. People are like, oh my God, I've never seen it before. Boom, check it out. Contact me, dude. So much. Thank you so much for introducing me to that movie. Freaking awesome. I can't believe it passed me by. I still get a joy out of that when I find a movie that has passed me by, in this realm, this horror realm or something like that. Why do you think I blind buy Vinegar Syndrome stuff? Why do you think I blind buy TerrorVision stuff? Because in my head, I'm thinking there's gems out there that I have not seen, and I hope to God I can find them, because when you do and they become stuff that you want on constant rotation, or stuff you can talk to more people about or introduce people, I still love that feeling. It's few and far in between now, but I really do still love that. Gabby, what's going on, kid? All right. Do I own any VHS tapes? I do. So I'm watching a VHS right there. Actually, you know what that VHS is? That VHS is something I just found doing all my cleaning the other day. I found a probably about 5 or 6 tapes, compilation tapes of stuff I recorded off television when I was younger. That tape right there, there's a story behind that, which I might do a video on, but that's got all Halloween specials on it from when I was a kid. So you'll probably catch some commercials and stuff in there too, which is wild. That whole shelf right here in the corner, that's all VHS. I got some shelves with drawers down behind me with some VHS tapes. I have a whole VHS area outside here, which is going to be part of the new room tour video. So if you guys keep your eyes open, there'll be a new room tour by the end of the year, and that will be included. Check me out on Instagram. I'm always posting stuff like that as well. Let's see. Howling 3 poster on eBay for the longest time. Yeah, it's, you know what? It's crazy because like, you want to get good deals on this stuff. You really do. And it's hard because like there's times where I'll see stuff I want and I'm like, do I want to pay all this money for this? And sometimes I'll wait. They'll throw me an offer sometimes. But yeah, I feel you. I got a lot of posters sitting in my watch list that I haven't pulled the trigger on. Howling 3, though. Howling 3 is an underrated one. I love Howling 3. A lot of people don't, but I find that one to be super overlooked. Yeah, man, I bet. Like, I have so many, and I literally, they just sit there. I don't do anything with them. So Tales from the Dark Side was supposed to kind of be, it's kind of Creepshow 3. There's actually a story in Tales from the Dark Side movie that was supposed to be in Creepshow 2. I don't remember which one it was, but they ended up using that story for Dark Side. So in reality, it is kind of part 3 or toted as part 3. The real part 3 is not good. So I would rather take Tales, to be honest with you. It's a huge lost art, man. Huge. Even to find new modern posters that have a nice look is hard. I actually, to be honest, guys, I think the era of Scream was like the last era of like really nice movie posters, because that had a specific style, right? Some people would be like, oh, you know, it was kind of that floating head area that time. And you're right, but I feel like that was the look then. Like H2O did it, you know, that was kind of the look around that time. So I can accept it. But I think after that, the movie posters started to get really kind of lame. It's hard to find really nice ones nowadays. Let me see. Okay. I do have a Buns of Steel VHS. Hell yeah, I do. Um, let me see. Yeah, man, the community is attracting more people. But you're right, it also is making items more expensive and attractive. And that's what the Anchor Bay Archive podcast, like, we're hoping that it does expose more people to like want to collect Anchor Bay stuff, but at the same time, it sucks for us because we're driving up a market that wasn't maybe faster than it should have been. So when we usually do Anchor Bay Archive shows, we make sure no matter what we talk about on that episode, we go and get it before we upload it to YouTube, just in case people get FOMO after they listen to it. So it's kind of a trick that we're doing here. Oh, Jackson Jack, you stop it with Howling 3. Jack Gold, what's up, man? All right, Black Glove Reviews in the house. What's going on, Chris? Okay, so he's selling some stuff. Goes, well, check out Chris Black Glove Reviews. He's curating some collecting some of his stuff. Let me do my posters. Okay, let's get to it. We're 30 minutes in. If people are gonna watch this video not live, they're gonna be like, this freaking guy rambled for 30 minutes before he showed me a damn poster. That's the problem with live. Sometimes people don't want all this jabber, but I love interacting with you guys. It's the only time I get to do it. And so let's do this. So I got 3 tubes here. Now, I don't know how much are in each tube. This says on it 1 sheets. So that means it's full of original 1 sheets. Now, if I open this and I look in, you're going to see that there's multiple posters in here. Okay. That is to save me space. Some people might be like, that's not a good way to store your posters. I know it's not the best way. I don't have I need to save space somehow. So I'm going to open these up, check them out. And let's see, like I said, is there going to be a lot of these that I haven't seen in a while? There'll be some I knew I had, but let's try to do this now. What do I got? Ooh, this is a cool one. Now, this is, I bought this because I was meeting someone from this movie and I was so pissed because like I had this like grand, I'm going to get this. She's going to be so excited to see this. I'm going to have her autograph on this. I'm always iffy about, do I sign? And you guys, let me know this in the comments. 1 sheet posters, is it cooler with signatures or is it not good with signatures? My uncle was always like, don't get original sign, buy replicas for that. You know, that'll devalue the posters. And then at the other end of the spectrum, I'm like, oh, but would it increase the value of a poster? So I'm always on the fence about that. I do have some originals signed, but I try not to do it often unless it's something very obscure. So let me know what you guys think on that. Signed originals or not signed originals? But I like, sometimes I'll break the rule. So these are rolled, so which again, no folds, which are great. So I bought this because I knew I was meeting someone from the movie, and unfortunately, it didn't get to me in time. Now check this out. I'm a huge fan of this, guys. I'm going to be doing some videos through spooky season. This is probably going to be a recommendation for all of y'all. Lady in White 1 sheet. Now, see the problem now with the rolled ones, they're going to want to roll up on me. Check this. How sick. This thing is mint. Mint. If you have not seen Lady in White, this is a great movie to check out around Halloween. It's super, super underrated, I think, still. It doesn't get talked about enough. This is a fantastic little Halloween fall aesthetic movie. Really is. So I met Katherine Hellman before she passed away. That's Mona from Who's the Boss. So I met her and I have her on an 8x10. But my original plan was to get her on this, have her signature, boom. I thought that would have been unique, very unique. for that. But unfortunately, this didn't show up in time for the convention, and I was kind of shit out of luck. So that kind of pissed me off. But I do have the one sheet still. But Lady in White is a rad movie. It really is. It's a very actually this is good. I would say it's a nice looking film. It's very fall vibes. Very, very creepy. It's definitely like a gateway movie. This was a movie that I saw early on that was like to me a gateway into horror. It reminded me of like if I could tell you what I feel like this movie reminds me of, it to me it feels like a Disney movie back then that had scary elements to it. So I'm talking things like Watcher in the Woods. Like if I could match it up with something, that would be what I'd probably match it up with. Watcher in the Woods, I would say. Now, as far as its physical media, it's got a Blu-ray from Scream Factory. It's got 2 DVDs. MGM, I think, put one out. The other one, I think, is Elite. I don't know if it has a 4K. I don't think it does. I don't recall it. But I do think that the Blu-ray might be out of print. So I don't know as far as how much these cost. I would definitely check streaming and see if it's on there, but it's definitely one to watch during spooky season. The fact that you guys don't know it, okay, I could say it fits in the same area as Flowers in the Attic. Guys, which I'm gonna have to do a video of overlooked movies to watch on Halloween. And if you see anybody talk about Lady in White, you know they probably watch this video because I should probably do that. I'm actually shocked to see how many people in here haven't seen that, because to me, it feels like a classic because I saw it as a kid. And to be honest, it could be on one of these VHS tapes I found, because I remember like this Watcher in the Woods were on the same tape. But yeah, it's a cool movie. It's like again, it feels very Disney, or it feels very Are You Afraid of the Dark or something like that. It's not a scary jump scare type of movie. It's not gross. It's just it's a ghost story. It is a classic. All right, let me see what's next. You're right, Horror. Orman's in the house. He says, unless you plan on selling your posters, was a matter of autograph. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess you're right. Like, I don't plan on selling them, but you know, if times ever got tough, like at least I know, like, hey, these are kind of an investment too. I don't want to ever have to do this, but you never know what could happen, right? Oh, I think I get Haim right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. If you guys watched my look at this. If you guys watched my show I did with Daniel about the 80s teen comedies, the best of, we did talk about Dream a Little Dream. Which again, I think this is the type of movie that's like polarizing. Like there's some people that love it, some people that don't like it. To me, this always felt like a classic because when I saw this and like just the concept of it, it felt very 80s. I felt like this was a classic, but as I start to kind of talk about it or hear other people, there's a lot of people that don't like this one. But I love this movie. Look at what a cool poster. What a cool poster. You got Meredith Salinger up there. You got the 2 Coreys up there. That is Patton Oswalt's wife. Don't ask me how, but it is. It is. Now these poster tubes, like you see, I don't know what's in here. It's very random. All genres are gonna pop out of here. But yeah, you know me, huge Corey's fan, so I'm stoked to have that. Oh, you want Vanilla Mike back this year? I could probably make that happen. Okay, let's see what else I got here. All right. Is this all one poster? One? Holy mackerel, is it? No, there's more than one in here. There's more than one in here. Oh, they're all tied up, dude. Okay, let's see what this one is. Okay, I got 2 here at the very least. They're all mixed in together. Okay. I saw them. 2 comedies. Check this out. Who's a fan of Look Who's Talking? Classic. Who likes Look Who's Talking? Look at that. What a cool 80s looking poster. Very cool. It's like so basic, it just works. I love that. Look Who's Talking poster. Let's see. Now there's a reason behind that poster. If anybody's like, why does he have that? There's a reason. I don't want to talk about it, but it was a reason that was behind that poster. Have it up in the back. I can't. That's not a 27 by 41 frame. Oh, here we go. What you know about Teen Wolf 2, baby? Teen Wolf 2, Bateman. Jason Bateman. Send me an angel right now. Look at this. You got Jason Bateman. This thing is mint. Original Teen Wolf 2 poster. I'm one of the people that actually likes Teen Wolf 2. Because I was such a big Teen Wolf fan growing up that when I found out there was a sequel, I rented it. I mean, again, I was a little bit bummed that it wasn't Michael J. Fox. I was even more bummed when it was a different styles. That really pissed me off. That still pisses me off. But I have some love for it. All right, let's see. What's this one? Oh, you guys are going to like this. Underrated. See, like some of these, I have like list videos right here written down. Some of these are on these list videos, and like I don't want to talk about them because I like to surprise you guys at my picks. So this is on one of my list videos right now. Now, when is this going to come out, this list video? I don't know. I haven't recorded it yet, but I have it written. This is going to be on one of those lists. It's another one that does not get talked about enough, in my opinion. Check it. How sick is this movie poster right here? April, why do you play? Oh, fool. April. Who loves Kill a Party, man? It's the Party Man. Look at that. Money. Yeah. Jason Bateman was a teen idol. Yeah. Then he kind of went away, I felt like, for a while. Then he came back and he was like adult Bateman. I still like Jason Bateman, to be honest. Actually, there's a lot of I think he's kind of funny. And I don't think a lot of modern people are funny. I think he's okay. Killer Party's awesome. Brody, what haven't you seen? Which ones? Yeah, it's great. Killer Party's cool. All right. That's tube number 1 is down. Tube 1 is down. All right, moving on. Tube 2. I have 3 tubes here. This one's got a bunch in here. Killer Party's good, man. It's cool. Killer Party is basically like it comes off like an 80s teen comedy and then turns horror. So that's what's kind of cool about that one. There's other horror movies that do that, but I think they do a really good job, and it's one nobody really talks about. All right, let's see what I got here. Ooh. Sick. Look at this. Let me tell you something, brother. What? We got Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd and Shelley Duvall. Look at this. Classic. Boom. I mean, you don't make movie posters like this anymore. Like, how sick is this? It's just basic white poster, the family, Hogan in that sick outfit holding up a kid on a skateboard. What can you not love about this? This doesn't even take a lot. You take some studio shots, throw a white background on it, boom. There it is. Poster. Not all this shit you get now, AI junk, all that. Like, did you see that new Conjuring poster? Hot garbage. I saw that Last Rites poster. I wouldn't even, if someone gave that to me, it would never see the light of day. That's garbage. It's just like an AI digital generated people. It's weird. This easy studio shots, boom, plaster them on a white background. Classic poster forever. Look at that. You're a dead man, Ramsey. Oh. Why are you asking about Creepshow 3? I don't want to talk about it. Oh, Vice Versa. No Savage on that? I love that movie. All right. I saw Vice Versa in theaters, showing my age right now. Oh, this one feels mint. This one feels clean. What is this? Now, I don't think this is an original. I don't believe. Okay, I could tell by the feel of it. If you want to see a classic poster, bum, 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 bum. How sick! How damn sick! This is an original. I can tell by touching it, but it's mint. I mean, it's a good reprint if it is. But how sick! I mean, you can't get much more classic than that. I mean, this looks awesome. I actually want to put this back on the wall. All right. Oh, simple and effective, 100%. And that's the thing. Sometimes that's all it takes. Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm a sucker for this movie, guys, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? Ooh. Original Something About Mary poster. I love this movie. Absolutely love this movie. Again, look, it's a cool poster, white background. You just got her, boom, colors. It works. Shows the main character, tells you the people in it. Yes. That is why I have a soft spot for this movie. So the Farrelly brothers who created this and Dumb and Dumber, they lived in my neighborhood growing up. So like around where I am, the Farrellys, when they made it big, it was like an event. Everybody in town was going to see the movies. And I love Something About Mary. I think that and Dumb and Dumber are their best. And if you watch Something About Mary, there's a lot of references to my town, Cumberland High School. That's where it takes place. That they film in Rhode Island. They talk about the town they lived in. I'm going to tell you this. Okay, listen to this story. In the movie, Cameron Diaz's brother, Warren. Okay, so think of this. In the movie, her brother Warren, Frankie and Beans, have you seen my baseball? That guy, okay? Not the actor, the character Warren was my neighbor. Okay? The person that character is made after lived next door to me growing up. And the real Warren is in the movie. So the real guy who lived next to me, Warren, that the character is based off of, is in the movie when the character Warren is playing with his friends at the park and they bring them food. So when they bring them food, they get in a line and they're all coming up to Cameron Diaz. There's a guy that she goes, "Hey, Fred." He goes, "Hi, Mary." And he kisses her. She goes, "Oh, Fred." That's the real Warren. That's him. It's crazy. It's a crazy freaking story, right? But yeah, like that's the real guy. And then Warren in the movie plays his character because the Farrelly brothers went to high school with the real Warren. He was in their school and he's got special needs. And he was like the only person at the high school in like the 70s with special needs. So everybody knew him. And he used to walk around my neighborhood. He's kind of had like this cool, like swagger limp, the real Warren. He'd have the cigarette. And yeah, I think after he was in all the Farrelly movies. He ended up a cameo in all of them. And I think he moved to Florida. He doesn't live in my parents' neighborhood anymore. But wild story. I actually was thinking when I first got on YouTube, one of the videos I was going to do was going to be like a Farrelly Brothers retrospective and tell that story and show like every clip where Warren was in all their movies, show the yearbooks of the Farrelly Brothers because they're in my parents' yearbook. And it is still a video I probably will do someday. And I got all the stuff. I got the yearbooks. I screenshotted all the clips. It was just I just never put it together. But it could be something I should work on because it is a unique story that I can tell that nobody else can. But that's why Something About Mary is such a huge thing for me because the Farrelly brothers lived in my neighborhood, not just my town, but in my neighborhood. But yeah, wild story. Fun fact. All right. Oh, okay. I talked about this movie on a video I did about movies stuck on DVD. And I said I loved it and no one ever talks about it. And then you guys told me a fun fact about people in this movie don't even talk about it. And I have the one sheet poster, and that is a movie called Perfect with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis. Look at that. Health Club's More Sex Than Sweat. How cool. This is an awesome movie, guys. I love this movie. Now, I could be biased because I'm a fitness trainer and that's my career. I've done it for 20 years. So to have a movie about the 80s fitness trend and the health club trend of the 80s, it worked for me. It just worked for me. So Perfect is a very underrated movie, in my opinion. I think it's fun. It's a cool movie, and I guess Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't like it for some reason. I know she goes topless in it, I believe. I don't know if that's why. What up, Horror Collections? Hit the like, guys. Hit that like. Hit the hype as we move into the second tube here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. How about this one? Cool poster, guys. Who's a fan? Who's a fan? I love when they used to have... I love back in the day during action movies where they had the name Stallone, Snipes. And when we pulled out the Terminator one, Schwarzenegger. Like, it just made everything seem so badass. Stallone, Snipes. Like, that's all you needed. A last name like that, top of a poster, you were all in, baby. Demolition Man. That was a big deal when that came out when I was a kid. Big deal. Now, again, people are going to be like, why aren't these on your wall? They used to get a lot of rotation. They haven't in a while. Jaws piece back there. Up here? That was the popcorn bucket that came out when they put Jaws back in the theater for the 50th anniversary. That's what that is. That's a popcorn bucket. So his mouth opens, and then you put the popcorn in there. But thank you. This kind of falls in the same category as Look Who's Talking, where you guys are like, why the hell do you have this? I have this for the same reason I have the Look Who's Talking one, but this is a cool movie, guys. This is a very, very cool movie, comedy of the 80s. Look at this. Steve Martin in Parenthood. Now, what an all-star cast in this damn movie. Look at this. Look at that. How cool of a poster is that? That is a freaking movie poster right there. That is a movie poster right there. Got all the characters on the wall. Moranis. You got Diane Wiest, the mom from Lost Boys. How do you not love Diane Wiest? She's so sweet looking. But I love this poster. I love this movie. I don't know if anybody else is a fan of Parenthood. It's kind of one of those, like, in my opinion, lost, like, this lost comedies. Like, it really is. The genre of comedy is long gone, in my opinion. This is the golden age of comedy. What was the boy's name in it? Remember the guy, the brother, and he's like, "Oh, my son." Was it cool that he named him, or was it? A part of me was like, "It wasn't rad, was it?" I don't think it was rad. I think it was cool. Do you remember the son? It's like, "Your son's name is cool." It's like, "Yeah." What was the name? Was it? Oh, it was cool. Okay, if it was rad, I would have gone nuts and like clipped that whole thing. Yeah, it's cool. All right, there's a couple more, I think, in this one. Maybe one more in there. Let's see. All right, one more in here. Oh, another comedy. I saw this in the theaters, and it was actually my first introduction to this actor, and I fell in love with him and became like one of my favorite actors of all time. And I watched everything they did. It's not a Thuma. It's not a Thuma. Kindergarten Cop. Again, look at this. The easy white background, still shots. That's it. That's all you needed back then. If you notice the trend, it's all the same. And it works. It works. Look at that. What a movie, guys. What a movie. Ivan Reitman, Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop is like, when I saw that, I fell in love with Arnold. And talk about a guy that could make just as good of an action movie as he could a comedy. That's not normal. That's not normal for him, for his comedies to be just as good as his action flicks. Stallone tried it, didn't work. Did not work. It takes a certain guy, a certain person to do that, and I feel like he did it so well. You guys are doing all the quotes. If you guys have not seen Kindergarten Cop, watch it. It's fun. It's heartfelt. There's action to it. There's so many good one-liners in it. You guys are saying them now. I was gonna say Bruce Willis, actually, as another guy that kind of could pull it off. But Kindergarten Cop is money. And I love the bad guy in it too, Crisp. I like him. He always looked like Mr. Perfect to me with dark hair. Yeah, Twins is good. I like Twins as well. All right, last tube. There might be like, I don't know, there's a bunch of posters in here too. So this will be it. And guys, if you like this type of video, I've got so many more tubes, man. We could do more of this if you guys like this. Because again, these are a mystery to me as well. Like, I remember I have them, but I haven't looked at them in a long time. This one's kind of random, actually. Hold on, what else is in here? Is there another one? Okay, this one's kind of random. Check it. Anybody know? When you can't breathe, you can't scream. When you can't breathe, you can't scream. When you can't breathe, you can't fight. What is it? Who knows what this is? Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Anaconda. Damn. How cool of a poster is this? Wow. I forgot about that. It's double-sided too. Look at it. Double-sided. Anaconda. What year was Anaconda? Was that pre or post Jurassic Park? That had to have been post, right? That was post Jurassic Park. Would you say Jurassic Park was a inspiration for this movie? You guys let me know. I forget. 90. It's post. So, okay. I bet Jurassic Park, because there was so many movies that came out after Jurassic Park that kind of tried to, run on that hype for sure. Speaking of hype, hit the hype button, guys. Hit the like button, hit the hype button. Somebody, one of my moderators, if you're in here, get rid of Streambo over there, whatever his name is. All right. I don't even think I have moderators in here right now, so I might have to make you guys. Anybody want to be a moderator for this channel that comes on a regular basis? Because all my moderators aren't here, I don't think. So let me know, and we can hook you up. But it's got to be somebody who comes a lot to the shows. Oh, it kind of did look like the new Nightmare poster, didn't it? I'm gonna have to look at that for sure. All right, I can hook you guys up. Let me go through. I don't know, Jackson. You're a little bit of a wild card, though. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I forgot I had this. What? I don't even remember having this. Uh-oh. Who's a fan? This smells vintage. The Last Dragon. Woo! How cool. It's okay, guys. I don't stream every night. I mean, I stream like twice a week tops, maybe not even, but I'll get a couple of you guys in the mod game because again, I have like probably like 10 mods, but they're not in here all the time, so it doesn't do me any good, does it? Because a lot of my mods were other creators because I knew that they would take care of the people that were coming in. I should do a video about that, dude. The Karate Kid and Nightmare 2. Yeah. It's a weird flow with those two movies. And also, like, just one of the guys in Karate Kid, there's also a lot of connection. Kiss my Converse. All right, what do I got here? Let's see. Okay, I got two. Let me try to undo these. Okay, hold on. Shit, I might have three posters right here. Okay. Dude, I forgot I had some of these. What? I forgot I had some of these ones. All right, hold on. I've got 3 tangled up here. We've got 3. Come on, G, don't rip these things, dude. Let's go. All right. Wow, I forgot I had these. This is a great poster, though. Look at this. Boom. Mannequin. How sick. Look at that. Again, white background, still image, cool logo. Money. Classic. Look at that. Yeah, gang, popcorn's a good one, dude. I don't think I have a Mannequin 2 poster. I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm not saying I hate Mannequin 2. I actually love William Ragsdale, but I don't remember having this either, guys. Check it. Woo! Labyrinth. How sick. I honestly don't remember having this. Oh my god. Brody, I don't like Jeepers Creepers stuff. The first one's good, and after that I could care less about it, honestly. I think he had to be in kind of like the right age when Jeepers Creepers came out. It just never really like did anything for me. First one I can kind of, it's passable, but let me see. Dance Magic Dance. Here's another comedy. I forgot I had this one sheet too. But... All right, let's see. So Labyrinth is going on the floor. Here's another comedy. Look at this. You got Rodney. Again, the white poster. Look at him. Sick. What was the dive called? The Triple Lundy or something? Told you don't know what you're gonna get on this videos. I don't know what's in this thing. I don't even know if there's any more horror in there. Let's see. Let's see. Woo! All right. I love this movie. Love this movie. Look at that. How cool is that? Elizabeth Shue, Tom Cruise. Boom. I love Cocktail. Where do you think that rad sign back there came from? I was trying to kind of mimic the Cocktail design a little bit. I'm going to tell you a funny story about this movie, right? So when that movie came out, I love Cocktail. I don't think it even has. I'm looking at my DVDs. I don't think it has a new release. I think it's still stuck on DVD. No, I still have it on DVD, which means for a movie I love, I never upgraded it. But I mean, I'm a huge freaking Elizabeth Shue guy. I actually, to be honest, as much as you guys love or hate Tom Cruise based on his beliefs, I mean, Tom Cruise back then, man, like even Tom Cruise now, like he doesn't miss. And that's not his stuff isn't my style of movie, like per se, but he doesn't. Like I'm looking up at my Tom Cruise collection right now, and I'm like, dude, they're all freaking good. They're all good. But okay, it has a Blu-ray. When Cocktail came out, I was in elementary school. And the reason I remember this is because the soundtrack was a huge hit back then. Huge hit. And we had this bus driver named Ronnie. It was a woman. And she used to drive us to school. And again, I don't know. I could have been in first grade, second grade. I don't remember. Fourth grade. But she used to play the Cocktail soundtrack every day, which felt like the whole year. I mean, I don't know. It could have been a month for all I remember. But she used to blast that every single morning to school on the bus. And you'd have like Kokomo and what was the other one? Like Tutti Frutti. What was the other one they did? Like there was another like slow one that they had on that one. But it was I got to tell this story on Dead Pit. I don't think they want to hear about my Cocktail bus ride. But yeah, so it always meant a lot to me, and it brings me back to that time because that soundtrack was played. I mean, so much so that I have the cassette tape, or I did. I don't know if I do anymore. But yeah, they used to play. She used to play it all the time. I used to switch out posters a lot. And the reason I did that was because Addicted to Love. Yeah. Might as well face it, you're addicted. Yep, good soundtrack, man. I used to try to change out my posters a lot because if you guys have been following me a long time, before I built this studio room here, I was doing this in my other movie room area, and behind me I had 4 posters, and that was kind of my backdrop. And I used to change them out a lot based on the video. So if I was doing a big video, like let's say I was doing a favorite Tom Cruise movie, I would put up 4 Tom Cruise posters. Or let's say I was doing a 90s action movie, I'd put up 90s action posters. Like I was always switching them out to try to match them to the show that I was doing. Because again, I do have a ton of posters. So I could do that a lot of the time. The problem is now that I don't have my show out there, and because the frames have gotten so worn because of like once you keep taking them in and out, the little metal pieces that hold them on the back, they get loose like teeth and they fall off. So I don't change them out enough, but every once in a while I will. Like, with Halloween, I'm gonna put some new ones on the walls. It's mostly horror out there, but I'm gonna go full horror for Halloween. So you'll probably catch that on like maybe my next room tour, or in the month of October, which I'll start talking about. I've got 2 big themes for the channel for this October. And one of the themes is going to be more of like a shorts. If you guys follow me on Instagram at Born to Be Rad, follow me. In May, I did a short 31 days of movies you may have missed, where I walked around my room, picked out a random movie, and said, "Check this out." And I did it every day for March. It was like a personal challenge for me to put out more content. And I posted it on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm going to do the same thing in October. 31 days, 31 videos. But it's going to be short. It's going to be just like reels and shorts and stuff. And I'm going to showcase 31 horror movies to add to your watch list. So that's going to be one of the themes running on the channel through October. It's going to have a specific name to it. Some of you will get it, some of you won't. But you'll be able to really catch the movie room at that point and see some of the posters that I'll have on the wall. So Don't Worry, Be Happy. That's the one I was thinking of. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Let me see. All right. Charlie Brown's on the TV. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a cool series. I did it in May. Movies you may have missed. It was every day in May. I posted a video about a movie maybe you guys haven't checked out. So if you're interested in that, you can find it on my YouTube Shorts, and you can find it on my Instagram Reels every day in May. I think on TikTok you can find it too. But I'm going to do the same thing because people really like that. It's just a lot of work, right? Because it's like either I can smoke out a couple in like a day, or there's some days I forget, and then all of a sudden I get home from work and I'm like, oh, I got to film it. But Rad Bites back. Let's light it up. What's up, Prince? But yeah, it's coming October, and it's going to be all horror related stuff. So you'll get to see more of the movie room. All right, guys. I think I got like one more left, maybe 2, 1 or 2. 1. Oh, you're not going to want to see this one. No, I don't want. You're not going to want to see this one. I'm not going to show that one because it's not bad. We're at the tail end, DC. I have bigger news about this movie that I don't want to. I want to talk about. Hopefully, soon. So I'm gonna save that for something else. Do I have a favorite horror movie poster of all time? I hate getting put on the spot, man. Like that. I mean, Back to the Future is iconic. Teen Wolf is iconic. I mean, amazing poster with him ripping the shirt with the logo underneath. How about this? Because I didn't show this one, I'm gonna go run and grab another tube with not many posters. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna do a grand finale. Okay. So hold tight. I'm going to run. I'm going to get another poster tube with a couple posters in it because I don't want to show this one. I want you guys to have a little grand finale. No, Back to the Future is not a horror movie. You're talking about horror? I don't know. Return of the Living Dead. So hit the like button, hit the hype button, and I'll be right back. All right. Why did somebody say what's my favorite horror movie poster? Is that why you're laughing at me? Because I said Back to the Future. I didn't. Oh, horror poster. Sorry. Um, Return of the Living Dead's gonna be up there. Uh Halloween. I mean, you can't deny Halloween. Elm Street. Those two are freaking great. All right. Now I grabbed one. This has a ton of posters in it. We've been on an hour and 17. I don't want to use all these. I'd rather save some. But let's do two more, okay? Let's do two more. All right. It's another white poster. You guys aren't going to care about that movie. Hold on. I don't really care about that one. What's this one? Shit, these are tight in here now. Alright, let me see. Let's see. Okay, I talked about this the other day. But check this out. I mean, iconic one sheet of one of my favorite movies of all time. Lost Boys. Now, my goal is to try to get this like refurbished. No, I wasn't embarrassed to show you the first movie. You're not going to want to, you don't care. Nobody's going to care about that movie. Do you want to tell you what it was? It was Stakeout. I mean, it's nobody cares. But there's a little bit to this. Like there's a little edging issue down here. And if you notice the back, look at this. See this on the back? You know what this is? This was when I bought this poster. I didn't realize this when I bought it, but they must have had it stored with an elastic around it, and it like dried on here. So it discolored it, and it's got like some like dried elastic on here. Now, I'm wondering if I can get this redone and restored from that. I told you there's a company that restores the posters. It's pretty amazing to see them do it. So I'm just curious if I can get that restored into being almost mint. But it's a classic. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay, people want to see Steak. That was the poster. The Stakeout. I didn't think that was gonna be a good like finale. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was gonna be a good finale for tonight. I'll save it for next time. We'll look at the Stakeout one next time. What's this? Oh, these are Haim movies. Okay. now people are looking up Steak. It does look like someone pooped in the back of the poster. I want to get it fixed. I mean, this is some Haim stuff. I don't know who cares about it, but look at this money poster. One of the most underrated Corey Haim movies of all time. A rolled Prayer of the Roller Boys poster. How sick is that? Now, there's a poster behind it, which to me, I think it's got to be another Haim one, maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that a video poster? I don't think so. Let me see if it says anything about it. No, not a video poster. Just looks like a normal one sheet. But another one I'm going to show is a movie that I talk about all the time on this channel. One of the most underrated movies ever made. The poster's not that great. Look at this. Firstborn. It's a Corey Haim flick as well. Amazing movie. In my opinion, Peter Weller's best performance. If you guys have not seen Firstborn, highly recommended it. Highly recommended. I've been touting that movie since I started YouTube. And everybody that sees it, more or less, falls in love with it. Falls in love with it. Thank you, Davey. All right, here's the finale. Let me see. All right, here's the finale on this one. No, Peter Weller and Haim did not get along in that movie. This will be the last one I'll show tonight, and then we'll do another part because this is fun. This is fun. All right, you guys are going to like this one. There we go. Who's a fan of In the Mouth of Madness? I love this movie. I love this movie. I met Peter Weller and we talked about Firstborn, but so Mouth of Madness, guys, is my last one I'll talk about tonight because we are deep into the show, an hour and 20 minutes. It's bizarre craziness, 100%. Yeah, guys, check out Firstborn. It's like, you know what it feels like to me? It's like a thriller. It's like one of those movies, like an after school special or something. That's kind of what it feels like. So it's about Terry Garr, and she gets a divorce from her husband, and her son is Corey Haim. And what's the guy's name from he's in Prayer of the Roller Boys. He was in Sleepaway Camp. Jesus, it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, he's the other brother. He's the main star. And Peter Weller becomes her new boyfriend. And he's moving in. And the kids don't like him. They think there's something wrong with this guy. Then you start to see everything start to snowball. But it's great. I mean, Weller's performance in this is like freaking top notch. And he goes kind of bonkers in it and stuff. It's really a cool movie. I recommend to anybody because nobody ever talks about it. So basically DMB, like, I'm going to try to find the exact definition of that, but basically what I'm trying to say is, it says like one sheet is a term that is a single page marketing document. So a standard one sheet poster was like 27 by 41. It has now turned into 27 by 40. But in reality, like, it's also an original, which means it's the ones that they're not replicas. These are OG, these are originals. They're worth the most money. They're the most sought after from collectors. They're the ones that they were used for marketing material back in the day. So that's what kind of the one sheet term means. It does feel very real to some people, for sure. It can very, very much so. Do you read Sutter Kane? But yeah, guys, somebody talked about Sleepaway Camp. Check this out. So if you guys have noticed, the guy that runs sleepawaycampfilms.com has been on the channel a couple times. We talked about some different topics. He sent me a bunch of stuff today. And two of the things he sent me, check this out. He sent me a Sleepaway Camp 3 uncut DVD, and he sent me this Sleepaway Camp 2, like, kind of, it's called Redo. So I don't know what's on these things. I haven't even opened them yet, but I'm excited to check these different versions of the movie out. So I was stoked when I got this mail. He sent me also to like a remake of Cheerleader Camp, and then a part 3 of like Silent Night, Bloody Night or something on Blu-ray. So, but I think these are very cool. I can't wait to kind of check these out and see what is going on with these. But yeah, he sent me those today. It was kind of a surprise little care package. So if you're watching, man, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Someone won the Rumpelstiltskin contest, but they have not reached out to me. So, as of right now, if they don't reach out to me by Tuesday of next week, or actually, when did I do the drawing? Was it Sunday? Yeah. So if they don't reach out to me by the end of the week, it's going to go back up. Nobody wants it, but it'll go back up. So if you want to support the channel, if you want to be added into the drawing, if I have to do it again, just share out my content on any social media platform and just make sure you tag me so I know you did it. So again, share a YouTube video, tag me. I don't care what social media platform it's on. If you tag me with a link to a video so other people can check out the channel, you're eligible on the next drawing if we get to that point. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for checking this out. Again, I love doing these poster videos. Thank you for everybody who watched live. I know it was late. It's still late, but I appreciate all you guys hanging with me. I'm going to definitely do a part 3 because I like to see what I have, because even all this today, I still haven't found the one that I want to hang in that main hallway when you come down here. So we're going to do more of these, guys. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Go check out some of the new content over on the channel. And like I said, I do have a Creepshow video popping this week, so keep your eyes out for that too. This is Garrett at Born to Be Rad, and like always, stay. What the?